Well, my story starts way back. I had my children taken away from me, and I did the work to get them back. And this was also with Judge Waller. And then I fell back into old behaviors and ended up back in the system, and I went to prison. And I did a lot of work when I was in prison. You know, I got my GED, I did treatment. I wasn't one of those people just sitting on my bunk, you know. It was time for change, you know. When I got out of prison in 2004, at the end of 2004, I went to the court and over my kids, and I was told that I would never get my children back. I had the same judge, and she's like, Angel, I've already given your kids back, and then you ended up in prison for violent crimes. And so I wasn't okay with that. You know, they weren't trying to give me credit for what I'd done in prison, and I was like, I was doing stuff, you know, I was engaging in services. And so with that little nudge, you know, I was determined, and I wanted to prove to this judge, and I wanted my children back, and I was going to do whatever it was going to take. And I was speaking at another meeting, and a friend of mine who was volunteering for the center at the time was volunteering, and she pulled me aside and she's like, hey Angel, there's this new center, you might want to go check them out. You can get those services that you need that you can't get your referrals for. And I was on it, you know. I went out there and I did my intake. I got parenting classes, I got anger management classes. I had an advocate who was going to court with me, and so I was getting all this support and list after list of stuff that I needed to do. I was on the bus, I had a job, and if it wouldn't have been for the center, I wouldn't have been able to get those services, you know, and having that support. I feel that the judge wanted to see more work being done because she'd already dealt with me, you know, and for that I worked a little bit harder, and I did a little bit more work, and I learned a lot of skills, and I'm still successful today, you know, and I had the job, and my kids are graduating from school they've never used, and that's success right there, you know. I wanted to change so that they didn't end up being like me, a repeat, you know. And it's just, I thank my stars every day for that, you know. I'm so proud of them. They're for kids that are 24, 21, and 17, they've never used. They've never been in trouble. 2 out of the 3 have graduated, and that's something to be very proud of.
Very proud.
Very, very proud of, you know. It was a 2-hour bus ride for me when I first started, okay? So I lived out here, and I worked in North Portland, and the center was in St. John's, and sometimes it was like 3-hour bus rides. It was a big struggle for me because I had 3 counties that I was trying to pay off in driving fines. I had a PO where I was checking in every week, and then it went down to every month, and then, you know, it was hard. I had 2 of my kids lived out in St. Helens when I first got out of prison, and I wasn't driving. No buses go out there, you know, and I was supposed to be doing these services with my children, and it, you know, with the support of the center and my advocate and some of my support system that I have grabbed a hold of, I got people to help me with the transportation and so that stuff could get done. I couldn't, you know, I had family counseling I had to do, my visits, and I was on the bus, you know, and I was on the bus for a really long time. So, I mean, I had to grab these people and I had to latch on, and that support system is still here for me. Just recently I came in here kind of broken, you know. I'd lost my job over, I can't lift anything anymore. I'd been doing it too long, and so I was let go from my job that I thought was gonna be my retirement, you know. And I came in here and it was open arms. You guys made me feel, they're like, just take a break for a while. I'm like, I can't take a break. That's my stability. I need a job. They're like, Angel, just take care of yourself. And I'm like, no, I need a job. So the center's always been here for me, always. Since 2005 when I walked in the door, really broken, you know, really, really broken, and they've been here. And because of that support and other supports outside of here, I can live and be, you know, strong and keep going, you know. There's a lot of thanks, and it's an honor to have you guys ask me to speak. You know, I'm still doing it, and it feels good. I still, to this day, if I hear somebody say something in my other support systems, you know, my groups and stuff, if I hear them struggling with kids and courts, and I'm like, hey, come here, I got a place for you. I got a place for you. I mean, because I wouldn't have done it without you guys. You know, I wasn't getting the referrals, and you guys didn't need referrals. So
we needed clients.
Clients, and I needed services, and so it worked out for the
It was a good partnership.
Yeah.
Thank you, Angel.